We want to show your face. First, thanks a lot for the people being here. This is another Q&A session on a weekend, and I assume some of you have done a good job between Monday to Saturday. You put your effort, read, answered some questions, and you're ready to discuss today. I'm expecting 4 more people to join in some time. Before that, let us start listening to the people who are getting close to the exam. Do I have anyone here who are having exam in next few days? Few weeks?
Hi, Shri.
Hey, Maulik.
Yeah, I'm planning to give exam in next 3 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks
3
maybe.
weeks from end of June. Okay.
Yeah, either end of June, maybe last week of June or first week of July. So
Nice. Good.
yeah, so I'm done with reading Agile Practice Guide and
Nice.
almost done with the Rita as well.
Very good.
Maybe in next 2-3 days I'll finish it. And then I have attempted one full mock last weekend and
Okay.
4 yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah, and the score was in last week it was 79 that I attempted from our portal, that common link, and then I got 5 more links from Rahul. So from that I attended the 5th one yesterday. In that it was little low.
Why not the second one?
I started attempting from bottom because there was no reason. I thought
Okay.
anyhow, yeah, randomly I selected.
Okay.
So, and there I got a little less score, 67.
Okay. When you say little less, 67, some people are here watching. What? Is it little less? That's what they're feeling. Because in full exam, it's not easy to score a good level of above 60 itself, a little tougher. So if you've done a good job, so far you've done a good job.
Okay.
Right? Now you got 79. You said 79, right?
Yes, 79 last week.
79 in a first full exam, then one other exam 60 plus. Okay.
67. Yeah.
67, which is
But
both are really good score.
last exam, Shri, many questions I was able to even guess because I gave many weekly mock tests, so maybe that's why little bit high.
Exhausted with a lot of weekly tests. Okay. And how is your time management?
In last week, 15 minutes before I was able to close. Yesterday it was almost cut to cut. Just
This
2
is
minutes before.
including the break.
Yeah, break. I'm taking 10 minutes, 2 breaks. That compulsorily I'm taking it. Yeah.
Okay. So when you complete your first 60 questions, how many minutes?
Around 80 minutes.
That's a decent time. Super, Maulik. That's you. Then you are good. And last question to you: are you working in agile environment?
No.
Okay. Then you're doing a decent job. Doing a decent job than the people who work in agile environment. They are struggling with the PMP. So good, you learned and you are able to do it. Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
The only thing is while giving exam, I was feeling as if like I took a break of 1 month in between. I'm from Feb batch, so in between 1 month I was at travel, and then I was not able to study. So I was feeling like the previous topics which I read some time back, I was getting like touch was not much. Like I was not able to recall the terminology or some concepts. Maybe revision would be needed, I was thinking. Yeah.
Okay. But I will tell Maulik, you are in a good form right now. That is what I would say now. However, it is, I would request you to analyze more on the questions you took and take time to read those gap areas. Recommendation is first find the gap. Gap is whether on my knowledge or on my question reading ability. Many times on that moment of the exam, you don't understand it, but later when you analyze, you'll understand it better. You may get a feel that, oh, I know this topic. Maybe I was a little skeptical whether to choose this, but when you read the question again, you get a feel, I know this, man. kind of a feel?
Yesterday it happened. Last week I did not feel it because I think I was much more comfortable. Some questions were already known, but yesterday in mock I felt like I need to
Okay.
read the question 2-3 times. Still, it was not going into my head,
Okay.
and little difficult to concentrate as well. Like mind
Okay.
going
Got you.
here and
Got
there.
you.
Yeah.
Got you. You're good, Maulik. Keep moving forward. And are you in chat with me in the WhatsApp?
No, not yet. I thought maybe I'll give at least 3 to 4 mock and then I'll get in touch with you. But
Okay.
what do you
Just
recommend?
pass a message. What is your scores? That'll give me some idea what to do.
Sure.
3 weeks is a good time for you. At your level, in another 1 week to 10 days, you can close your exam. That's the stage you are right now.
Actually, I
Uh,
have one constraint with me. That's why I'm taking a little bit more time. My work schedule is like so tight. On weekdays, I hardly get 1 hour. That also at night time to do something. And then the second thing is
okay.
I would not be able to take any offs before exam. So it would be in the running phase only, like in between the week, straight away from work, I'll go to office
So,
kind of thing. Taste.
so you want to
Yeah.
take a half a day break and you tell that, hey, there is some personal appointment at home. I will not come to office till 12 p.m. And then you
No,
close the
no,
exam.
no. No, not like that. At least one day off I'll be able to take on the day of exam, but not before that, like how people used to take for few days off for preparation. So
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
why I was
Yeah,
very
that's a,
tense.
I
Yeah,
know, I know. There are some people are like that, which is tied up backly. But why I request 1 or 2 days off is to be a little stress relieved. Because if you have office email till 8 p.m. and then
agree.
morning 8 o'clock is your exam, unwanted stress that should
Mm.
be reduced. That's what I
Eh,
expected.
Yes, agree. But
Very good.
little difficult to manage that. That's why I'm
I
on
understood.
preparation phase. I want to make sure that at end moment there should be nothing
Okay.
left to deal with. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, Maulik. Maulik, actually, you're good. Nothing to worry. Stay in touch and
Okay.
keep momentum. Keep doing analysis of the questions and read more agile, read more people related concepts like stakeholders and resource, and be very clear on a PMI picture. When I say PMI picture, PMI says, hey, this is what I expect a project manager roles and responsibilities.
Okay.
Let us be clear on what PMI says. Of course, Maulik is a person, but Maulik is not the person PMI is looking in the exam hall. PMI is looking
Yes.
for Maulik wearing a hat called that particular roles and responsibilities. You should answer from that perspective. You can mold your mind in that way. Next few days, I think you are in the right shape.
Okay. Thanks.
All
Thanks.
right. Thanks a lot. Good to see you as well, San Francisco.
Thanks.
Okay, right. I see Motish. I'm sorry if I
Yeah,
pronounce your name correctly. Motish Kumar.
yes, I'm audible
Okay,
now.
good. Hey, Motish. So when is your exam?
So I plan to give exam on August 12th.
Plan or booked?
No, I'm preparing with that
Preparing.
goal.
Okay,
Yeah.
nice. Nice.
So to be honest, whatever the class I have gone through in October, just refreshing and started by today. So I thought
Okay.
of giving the full fledged of learning in the next 2 months and give the exam by August.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah.
Good to
So
know.
I would like to know like what are the steps I can go forward and prepare for the examination. And I have gone through the tutorials or the training part. So as you mentioned that I have to go with the modules, sub-modules like 36 modules, and then go for the
Mhm.
model examinations, and then I have to go for the final exam. So when I have to go for with the examination.
Okay, maybe you can come a little close to the mic. What I heard is you want to know when you want to book your exam. Is that correct?
Yeah, correct.
Very good. This when factor goes based on two things. One is you are ready to shell out the money. That's the first thing. Which month you want to pump in your money out, which means around $500 or $400 you have to spend. First, be prepared on when you want to spend the money. Second one is the preparation part. When I say preparation part, this management is a never-ending learning. Even the day before the exam, somebody feels, oh my goodness, I didn't read it. I need another 1 more week. That's a feel you get.
Okay.
So how to do this is first you complete your book reading and then you take at least one full exam, like I was talking to Maulik.
Okay.
Show some scores. above 60, above 65, show some scores. And that gives an indication, okay, I can sit and write 4 hours. I can score a decent score. Of course, it's not 80, it's not 90. It's a 60 plus, 63 plus, a decent score to tell that, okay, I am in a shape now. I can tune a little more better.
Okay.
That is a stage you will book your exam.
Sure.
Yeah, please do that. In the beginning, I didn't hear very clearly, but did you say that you are listening the sessions again?
Yes, I started to go to the tutorials again.
Okay. Possible. Do that. If you need a live information also, I think a class is starting today. You can be part of that also if you want to be.
Okay,
because
sure.
a new class starts, new information. You no need to listen all the classes, but at least please go ahead, listen the recording, read the books, and stay in touch with me. Are you in touch with me in the WhatsApp?
No.
Okay. Give me some message as you progress and when you're starting your first full exam.
Sure. Okay. And I just want to know another information. Is there any changes happen after October 22? Nothing, right? In the exam patterns, there is no change.
After October 22, one IPL finals over. After that, I didn't see any change happen. Okay, fun apart, I don't see any big change happen in the last 8 months. It's the same stage.
Because I don't have a connect on last.
Understood. Only on the class time we'll be very active. After class gets over, people don't even bother. Many times they see WhatsApp, there is always a message from Rahul. Keep on bugging, man. I don't like it. Right? And once the senior manager says, hey, have you certified? Then you search, oh my goodness, I have to complete it. Okay, answer your question. No change from PMI Institute. But however, there are 1 or 2 math questions are coming in the exam, which was not there 4 or 5 months back. So you are a lucky person. You're going to get math going forward in exam. Okay. All right, guys, that's about the exam. See, please put your hands up. You have questions to discuss and we can start screen sharing. I have Sandra Jacob here. Sandra, what do you have? Is it an exam question?
It's not the questions regarding the exam, Shri. So I have about 8 days left for the exam. So now, the heat is finally building up. So now I actually am in a spot where I don't know what to do. I'm sitting to write exam and then I'll be like, should I do exams? Rather, I should be revising. And when I'm revising, I feel that, oh no, I think I should attempt few more exams. So I'm not having a clarity of like what's the right thing I'm doing, what I should be doing. So I needed a little guidance from you with 8 days left to approach the exam. What is the best that I should be doing at this stage?
Yeah, it's not only you. Happens to everyone. I'm checking whether did I chat with you on WhatsApp by any chance recently?
It's been a week. I took my last mock again this week. I got 79, 78, 79. So I've completed 5 mocks.
24th you did. Okay.
Yeah. So I got about 79 and 78 in my last 2 mocks.
79 you got. Okay. So how many full you've done so far?
5 full exams I've done.
5. Last 2 exams, what's the score you got?
79 and 78.
Okay. So now your question is what to do for the next few days, right? Yeah. So your scores are in the top range. When I say top range, only when you close your eyes and click the exam, you will lose the exam. If not, you are in the range to just clear the exam even today evening. That's the range you are. Okay. But that doesn't mean you will not do anything. You have to do something. So what we can do is, I'm just checking with you what I chatted in the WhatsApp. Sandra. Okay. Are you crying because of the exam?
Oh no, I just felt sick. I'm in a way I'm glad I didn't have my exam this week. I have time to recover.
Okay. It happens. Close to the exam, all will happen. Okay. Now, I didn't give you any information. So what I do is post this call. I'm going to give you some information which you have to work through. Okay. Even post call now itself I'll give you. So you have to start working on this next few days. You may not for a full exam going forward, which is not needed for you as your preparations are good. But if at all you feel that no, Shri, I need that one more full exam, yes, you can do one more. if
Sure.
needed. But
Yeah, I
you are
did plan to take just one last exam, maybe on Thursday, and then I'll give it a stop. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, over the weekend. I just thought only I'll do gap analysis still wherever I've gone wrong in my same old questions. So I thought I'll just review the questions and see where I've gone wrong and try to understand only those concepts.
Okay, that's good. You're doing good job. If you watch out the points what I shared, you will get some clarity what you have to do. But this is not about a reading thing. It's a usual problem for anyone who go for the exam. Okay, there are some people extremely other side, very relaxed. Close to the exam, they'll feel so happy. That is the time they watch movies. That is the time they order all the food and eat. Sometimes out of this pressure, they want to relieve it. They do some exams, party, all the stuff. Other side is there are some set of people little scared and don't want to fail, and it gets a little pressure for them. Some people call their parents, talk to them about all this exam, pass the pressure to them, talk to their spouse and siblings and tell that this pressure goes to them. They also feel the same pressure. So it happens to many. The only way to come out of this is don't think about the results.
Okay.
But sure, how can I without results? Yes, that's a point. The more you think of results, whether I will pass or I will lose, the pressure starts mounting. Only you have to focus on what you have to do for today.
Okay.
In your calendar, as I put some points right now, you should tell today I'll read this. Tomorrow I will practice these questions. And then I'll read roles and responsibilities. And the day before the exam or 1 or 2 days before the exam, we will have a call. I usually talk to people who go to the exam at least a day before. I will give you some points to you, what you have to do the day before the exam, on the day of the exam. I'll give some information.
Okay.
You just follow those information and that will be good for you. Okay. This is common, but I would say that you are in a good stage right now. So don't sit too much of time with the books right now. For you, you can go to the job, you can watch movies, or you can go for a walk. You can be relaxed. You can do as usual regular job. You can cook, you can have food. You don't sit more than 3-4 hours for the studies right now at your stage.
At this stage, actually, I've not watched any movies, TVs, or anything because I wanted to reward myself only after I
understand. I understand. That's good actually. You should not lose the focus. But if the pressure is too much of mounting, I would say have some ventilation. That ventilation doesn't mean movie. You can go do gardening for half an hour, it'll be good. Go cut some vegetables and help in the kitchen. That will give you some relaxation. Clean the car, will give you relaxation. Clean your racks, will give you relaxation. Do something which will not on the exam part, do something for yourself that gives you better now.
Okay, sure.
Okay. Oh, good job. And keep me posted on how things moving. And we should talk at least 1 or 2 days before the exam.
Sure, definitely.
Perfect. Nice to Hema, you have a question or exam?
Exam, Shriram.
Exam. Okay, go ahead.
I have not booked it. I have not received the confirmation from the PMP people. Like I have just submitted the registration, description from you last week. Okay, after that, I have not received anything from that. So I am not sure when to, whenever it gets, when to book the date. I was actually planning for 21st of this June. But then seeing other scores, now I'm scared because first time when I gave the attempt, it was 44%. And I told you it was very terrible for me to sit for 3 hours. And I couldn't do that. But the second time, yesterday when I gave the exam, I gave from that 5 links which Rahul has shared. For the first one, I attempted and I've got 58%. And I was able to take all the 3.5 hours, 4 hours properly and utilize it and go get with the questions. So what I analyzed in the second attempt is yesterday evening while I was going through all the questions and answers. I work with an agile process. Okay, so for me, agile answers and questions are very straightforward and very easy. So with that confidence, I have given it. But then what I felt is the ones which I gave confident were totally wrong, and the one which I guessed were correct. So here I felt okay, that the process which we are using It is very much tailor-made and it is not as per the standards. So we should not never go with the process what we are following in the office.
Very good. You got the point. I was hinting to Malik a few minutes back. He said, I'm not working in Agile. He got above 70%. I said,
I could correlate that.
Non-Agile people doing good job. People work in Agile, they struggle because they think they know things, but they struggle. Okay, let's go segment by segment on your question. The first segment is about the application.
Yeah.
Application takes 5 working days from the PMI to approve. When I say working days, it's from US timeline.
Okay.
They take 5 working days. So give that timeline. Booking exam is not going to take too much time. Only thing, the center should be available, or you should be prepared for the online proctor base. If either of one is clear for you, which city you are from?
No, you last time told me to give it at the center base. So I prepared myself to give it at the center base only from Pune. I'm from, and that place is also nearby.
Very good. Nice. Then check out that center availability. And the moment the approval comes in, the same day you can book it. But check with Rahul once for the discounts. There are some discounts PMI gives. Don't shell out a lot of money. I think 7,000 or 8,000 you get discount. Why should you miss it? That's a part 1 on the exam booking. Part 2 of your question is talking about the confidence level. Each one is unique in nature. That is the reason even I'm taking these classes for years and years. Every student is new to me because everyone is unique in nature of approaching. I have some people who got 50, 55, 58. That's a max percentage in practice exam. They got above target in main exams and cleared smoothly.
Okay.
I have people 65, 70, they got. When they went to main exam, they cleared, but above target, below target, that's the range they got. So it is individual way of approaching the exam on that day and your question paper, what it comes in front of you. So I would not say you should not look others and look out what to do. You should see your confidence level, how you are. So how do you know your confidence level? As you did rightly, third segment of your question, analyzing the gap. Now you found the gap that you are good on some questions which you observe carefully and answer. Some of the questions which you thought you are right went wrong, which means you know things, but you have to polish it. Right. You cannot say you don't know, you know, but you have to polish it. Many people, at least in country like India, they know road rules, but they don't polish it. Since they don't polish a road rules idea, we keep doing the same mistake till our last breath. If people learn road rules at least monthly once as a way somewhere, we will avoid a lot of traffic problem. How to come out of this is regular learning. Now, what you have to do is the gap area which you noted down, you have to spend some time to read it. When you read regularly, chances are you will get more clarity on this area. Now, scores wise, I will tell you are yet to feel yourself confident. That's very evident.
Right.
Now, what you do is work out on the gap analysis, question reading ability, time management, and then book the data. Okay. And stay in touch with me and Rahul so we know what you're doing.
Yeah, sure.
All right, good. Vinay is asking a question. Vinay, what's your question?
No, I just heard that there were some 5 exam links shared by Rahul or something. So I was just trying to understand. Okay. I think I missed those.
Vinay, which batch you are from?
April batch.
Okay. In April, if you go to communication board, I believe you should have all these details there.
Okay, all right, got it. Thank you.
Hema comes a little. Hema, which batch you are? I'm sorry, I don't remember the batch number.
I'm sorry, Sriram, but I've come from last year, April batch.
So she's from last year, April. So she may not have those connections. That's why she got those info.
Okay, all right. Thank you.
For the people from the month of January, you all should have it. Or from February, you should have it. You have in your link in communication board.
Okay, thank you.
Fantastic. Good. So we heard few people about the examination. Some of them are listen mode here. Maybe you didn't decide the exam date. I would say, please decide the exam date, then you will see some momentum. So I really appreciate the people here online. You came all the way to listen what is happening. Nice. Good, you did it. Now let's listen some more parameters. Anyone here who has completed reading the book, but you are not clear when to go to exam? You completed reading the book, but had to go decide. At least one reading. No. Okay. Is it Venkat Ramaraja, the person who cleared PMP? You are here?
Yes, Sri. Yes.
By accident, by mistake, you joined?
No, 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 no. I'm just trying
Happy.
to listen to people.
Really happy that you are
I
here.
thought I made it something.
Nice. Good to see you here. Again, first, congratulations. So how many days happened after you cleared the exam?
25th I completed, so 10 days.
10 days. Okay. You are out of that hangover?
Yeah. But later I was trying to spend 1 hour daily. So earlier when I read the book or any material, it was like targeting the exam. Now I'm trying to understand the subject.
Okay. That's a good thing you did, Venkat, here. I don't see many people after the exam come for this kind of question as a session. Good, you're doing it. The reason is sometimes we feel that the exam is over, that's it. But actually, your learning starts after the exam. You know that?
Yes. Yes.
Actual learning starts after the exam, because towards the exam, we are in a little pressure mode. So we are only focused on exam. After
Yeah.
the exam, you learn to apply.
Yes.
Now you have to sit and read how to apply this. And those are the people stay in the top 2%. Rest of the people go to 98%. That's why I keep on welcoming people to top 2%, and then they disappear. They come to top 2, disappear, top 2, disappear. The reason is they lose the rhythm. Good, Venkat. So, Venkat, do you have any information for the people preparing for the exam you want to share?
I would suggest like I had people like some of the people mentioned they are getting confused last minute. Like after getting some good scores also, whenever you attempt another mock test or chapter wise test, when you see something new, we will drop the confidence like okay, still I have to learn something. I didn't knew this like that. That confusion I too faced, but we should like we have to practice and we should fix the date first, because I seen the difference in my approach also after fixing the date. Until I fix the date, maybe I didn't try it 100%. After fixing the date, I tried to spend as much time possible on reading something or practicing the test.
Good. That's good. Is there any question from the people who are going to the exam? Want to ask Venkat, since he went 10 days back?
Yeah, so just one question. I know in most of our mock exams that we take, we have questions where they ask what style of leadership is this, or what sort of power is this referring to, or in terms of what life cycle approach is this. Like we get a lot of questions where the answer is static. We know that should be the answer. But in the main exam, is it will we have questions? I know for sure we will have situation based questions, but can we also expect such questions like where it's easy, where by a look of that question I know, okay, this is the answer, I can click and move on? Or is it all going to be just situation based question? That's the understanding I wanted.
When I attempt an exam, I found some questions without spending more than 20 seconds, I moved to next question. Just selected the answer and moved to the next question. But some questions are tricky questions are there. So those questions like I spend little more time, but like it is balancing the time. Whenever you are confident, go to the next question immediately, so that you will save some time for the tricky question.
All right. Okay. Thanks for that.
When you talk tricky questions, Venkat, do you mark them for review?
Yes, I marked a little blank. So more questions only marked for review. But I spent like I just want to read the question again so that I didn't go wrong. So that is where. But most of the time, whatever I marked, finally I select the same answer only. I haven't changed the answer, but I felt it is. I think it is due to pressure also.
Possible. So what is your advice? Now you tell people to mark or don't mark. What is your advice?
We can mark, but if we mark more questions, what happens? We'll spend a lot of time on reviewing the questions. So better while appearing for these marks or chapter-wise marks, see how we are reading, whether our understanding, reading ability, like you used to mention that every time, that reading ability we have to concentrate, and reading speed, and whether we are maintaining the timeline. If we concentrate on those things, we can manage.
That's sensible point. Thanks, Venkat, for that valuable point. I know you are also in the career change and you're working on it right now.
Yes.
So keep up your reading, and I believe I saw messages from you. So we'll talk again further on this, on your career growth.
Sure.
Yeah. Super good. Nice. Let's get to some questions here. Do anyone have questions here to share today?
Yeah, Shriram, I have one.
You have it one? Okay. Go ahead and share the screen. You should have access. Vinay too have one.
Good evening.
Are you able to see my screen?
Yes. So Vinay, we will complete a Hema and come to you.
Okay. Just
I'm in Bangalore. At home. Tell me.
Is it somebody talking to us? Maybe Mohit is talking. I'll mute him so that we listen to Vinay. Not Vinay, sorry, Hema. Yes, Hema, please go ahead.
Yeah, here the question is, you asked one of your team members about the schedule variance for one of our key deliverables. She mentioned that she's behind schedule, but there would not be any cost variance. So which of the following is not true in this case? So she said that schedule variance is, she's behind the schedule. So behind the schedule means SV is negative. So SV is negative. So SV is negative means EV is greater. EV is greater than PV. Since the formula goes EV minus PV, EV is greater. And she said that cost variance is, there is not much difference in the cost variance. So cost variance is EV minus AC. So it could be a probability that that is a positive value. So it could be probability that EV and AC could be the same as per the options available here. So what I felt is like initially EV and AC were the same. This is the answer what I thought, and by mistakenly I have clicked on this. E and PV were the same, but after analyzing, I was like confused. Like, why did I put this and this is the same? So now my thing is like, is the answer wrong? Like, is the this option mentioned what is wrong?
I meant to read the answer, but let's at least understand some basics. You mentioned that EV would be greater. EV is earned value.
Earned value, yeah.
Let's put by an example. Your team has to complete 45 work packages by June, but the team has done 40 work packages.
Okay.
Now in this, what is 45? What is 40?
Planned value is 45 and earned value is 40.
Okay. Now keep this in mind. Now look at the question. She mentioned that she is behind schedule, which means they should have been done 45. They done only 40. But there would be no any cost variance. She says that she can manage it in future. That's what she is believing. Yeah. Which of the following is not true? We're asking which one is not true. First, let's find what is true.
Oh, yeah. Not true. While analyzing, I did not read that or not true. True.
Now, also, you mentioned something in between. You said EV is greater in this scenario. EV is lesser because we understood.
EV is lesser. Sorry, not greater. EV is lesser.
So when you read a question like this, first plot an example on your mind. Plotting example can take 10-15 seconds in the exam hall. First, you have to quickly plot an example. Okay, what if there are 100 work items to be done, but team has done only 90 items? 10 items is pending. Now 190, where I am right now. And then reading that keyword call, which is not true. So let us see first what all true here. So true is a CPI is 1. Is it true?
Yeah, it could be.
Could be. Okay. EV is less than PV, right? 40, 45.
Yes.
Okay. EV and AC were the same.
Yeah,
Could.
because B and D.
Okay. Whereas EV and PV were same. That is a straight away wrong. You feel that?
Yeah.
Okay. But again, certain things are little assumptions also happening here. If you see CPI is 1, but if you do a little deep inside, you spend another 2 minutes on this question, it may be relevant also. You can get the correct answer. But in exam hall, you will not have that much of patience to understand all the answers are right. But what you do is quickly plot one example, as I was telling, or some other example, and reading the keyword not true. And your eye will quickly see what all will be true. So when I say what all will be true, I'll start reading from D, C, B, and A. When I come to A, EV and PV were the same. How come it will be same when she says she's running behind? Straight away, that's wrong. That's a one way of cracking the right answer. Yeah.
Shriram, one more thing, like there are a few questions where they ask us to choose 3, choose 2 out of the options available. So in that cases, what's happening is like I'm able to give 2 answers correctly and 1 is going wrong. So how is that counted? Like, is it 0 for that?
We discuss this in the classes also. Since the PMI have not mentioned how do they evaluate, at least I, being a little brutal, I think that they give 0. Okay. But some of them saying that no, they give at least few percentage of mark. But since we don't know how they evaluate, I don't know that. But I keep it little strong, saying that it would go 0, because in management decisions, I cannot tell one is right, one is wrong. So we'll give it as it's wrong.
Okay.
I would, that's a feel I have. Okay. Here, let's go. I think Rahul is sharing something for the people who are from different batches. Okay, let's go to, is it fine, Ima? You got it? Let's go to Vinay. Vinay.
Sriram, how does such questions come in PMP or like final exams also? Like choose 3, choose 2.
Will come, but very less. Out of 180, you may get 3, 4, or 5 questions. See, these questions and drag and drop questions, if you count all together, it will be hardly 8 or 10 questions. Your majority would be as a normal choice of questions.
Okay.
Okay, so that's the point.
Sorry, Sri. In my exam, I got almost 9 to 10, both drag and drop and multiple answers.
Including.
Yeah.
Okay. But that is the one time consumption, right?
Yeah. That is the where we have to spend time to ensure selecting the right answer.
Of course. Those questions are time consumption questions. I would say those questions, see if you can answer. If not, move away. Don't spend time there. That's advice.
I did the same thing. I selected whatever I feel right. I selected those answers. Move ahead.
That's you should not spend too much on time, some area where you feel it's going to eat your time, end up there no results. This is something of management strategy. You go to office Monday to Friday, there are some meetings will happen. This meeting doesn't make sense to you. In the meeting, some topic they are talking, you cannot do anything. Those things you have to either skip the meeting or tell to the meeting guys, hey, I'll catch up the points later. Move away. You should not sit there because you're invited. It also tells who you are. PMI exam evaluates what's your strategy, how you look at the question. Because we come from some of the academic background, answer all the questions. My mother will scold me if I don't answer. Those kind of attitude we have, then we struggle hard in the questions. So you have to have some strategy how to handle these questions. So answering people here, and again, take the points of Venkat, what he say. See if you can answer. If you can't answer, it's okay. Move.
Okay. Shriram,
All right, let's go.
one last thing. Like as they say, first 60 questions to be answered in 90 minutes, and the second set of 60 questions in 70 minutes, and then third or 70. So why is this division made like to first 60 is 90 minutes we are supposed to give? Is it their strategy like first 60 questions are going to be tough, medium tough, and then easy? Is it like that?
Exam won't be tough, but we will feel tough. That's how it is, right? You go to the office on the first new job. First 1 month, they call as a honeymoon period. Why do they call that? They give a time because you are in the learning stage. Your mind has to settle. Newly you found the office, new cafeteria, new friends. It takes time. After 2-3 months, they give more schedule and work. After 6 months, they give more work to you. You see that in your office? If that is what happening, same in the exam hall. When you go to exam hall, don't expect first ball will hit sixer. It won't happen. You take time to first understand who you are, where you are, how to answer the question, how to read the question. That's the reason you give that extra time. Got it?
Yep. Thanks.
Perfect. Let's go to Vinay. Mr. Vinay, you are not audible.
Okay, let me start sharing my screen.
Yes, you are audible now. I'm seeing somebody fixing camera opposite to my house. Last week, somebody broke a window of a BMW car. And this guy got scared and setting a camera.
Where are you, Shriram? Like in India or outside India? Because you are wearing jacket. It's like it's so hot over here.
I am sitting in Netherlands.
Okay.
It is 1 p.m. That's how it is. Yeah, it is here also. It's a sunny, but not warm. It's around 20 degrees. All right, let's get in.
All right. So
Yes.
yeah, so I just want to discuss about question number 14. So an agile team needs to decide who would represent them in Scrum of Scrum. Which option should be used to select the best suited team member? The answer here should be Scrum Master. That's what I believe, right?
Yes,
But
it's a wrong question, wrong answer. This should have been removed. I am surprised how still it is surviving in the system. Please copy this question, pass to Rahul. This should be removed. It's a wrong question, wrong answer.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Please pass it to Rahul. We'll right away remove it.
Okay, I will do. Thank you.
That's a one question, right? Okay. Yeah, I know it's a revolving around for last couple of exams. I'm seeing this. Well, let's kill this guy. Wrong. Hello. Okay, thanks, Vijay. Thanks, Vinay, for bringing it up. Please pass it to Rahul. So don't miss it. Then only you can remove it.
Okay, will do. Thank you.
Maulik.
Yeah, Shri. I have two questions. Screen. I hope it is visible.
Yes. Question number 8.
8, yes. So a project manager is working on a project that will deliver a solution in a country A due to potential for a security breach. Country A's government is banning the technology that will be used in the project solution, adversely affecting the project. The project manager is close to completing the installation for the project after already procuring material and the banned technology. What should the project manager do? So here the C&D I rejected, going to sponsor and asking for the next steps, or maybe inform the customer that it can not be delivered. Between A and B, I chose B, considering that first we need to analyze the impact of these changes and then we need to go for action. So I chose request the legal team review the change and determine the appropriate response. And the correct answer, Mark, was review the project management plan and follow the process of change control. So it looks to me like going for some action. And I was thinking that should analyze first and then go for action.
Okay.
So
okay. I get your point. Now I'm reading the question last sentence again. The project manager is close to completing the installation for the project after already procuring the materials and banned technology. Banned technology. So are you agreeing that this technology is banned at the country level?
Yes.
Okay. Let's take example of India, China, which is happening now. India, China, they want to use a TikTok in something. Okay. And this technology is banned in India. Now, you can't use it. Now, you know you can't use it. Now you have to find an alternate for it, which means it's going to be a change. Nice. Now it's clear that it's banned. It's clear that you can't use it. Now, what you are requesting a legal team to do here?
So now what could be the impact of this change on our project? And
Why
then we
legal
can,
team has to tell the impact of your project? First of all, who is the legal team?
it's a part of organization who deals with legal
Organization.
matters.
Exactly. Legal
Yeah.
parameter. Because already at the country level it's banned, your company also have to do it. That is the role of a legal team, right?
Okay.
The project level, what to do, why legal team has to talk? Their
It's
role is
just
over.
for, okay. So actually how I read was request the legal team review the change, not to decide something, and then we will
Okay.
determine the appropriate response.
But what do you mean by review the change here? What change they will review?
The change in this scenario that the technology is banned now. So at what extent we are using such technology and legal nitty-gritty of it, how to
That is
interpret it.
part of process, right? That's a process we are going to follow. The first one says review the project management plan and follow the process for change control. Now, yeah, there you do analysis. Okay, this is being removed. We have to, instead of TikTok, I'm going to bring YouTube shorts. Bringing YouTube shorts, what all help needed here? For this, how much of time it will take, how much of money needed, that you can do. But I'm so surprised, or I won't be happy to invite a legal team to review my changes. They don't even have interest on reviewing your change. Imagine a company like Microsoft in India. At a point of time, they will have more than 1,000 projects running. A legal team, no need to go and sit and tell every team what they have to do. Their role is whether to do or not to do in the company level. If you have any queries, new tool, Yahoo or YouTube Shorts I want to use. If you have a query, you can ask them. That is part of change control. I don't think they will come and sit and do the review for you.
Okay. Okay.
Isn't
So
it?
maybe then I gave more emphasis on this part, determine the appropriate response. So I thought maybe they'll review
See,
it.
determine is a word for legal, not for our team, right? You say request a legal team, review and change, and determine. Determine decision making. Determine decision making.
Okay, maybe we can read like that.
Yeah.
Determine. Legal team is determining.
Exactly. So now you read the question, but how to understand this question from exam perspective? First thing we should be very clear. This is a change driven. Something is coming in. Okay. Change is coming from where? Is internal to the company, external to the company?
External.
External. We call as EEF. It's outside your company. You don't have any control. If Indian government says don't use a TikTok, that's it. Rule, nothing to change there. Due to the potential for a security breach, I'm reading the second sentence of the question. Country A's government is banning the technology that will be used in the project's solution. Very clear, they said no. Government of India says no, nothing on TikTok. Adversely affecting the project. Of course, it affects the project. Now you have to work out not only on changing the technology. A new technology, definitely you have to go to the legal advice. I'm not denying that. On top of that, money factor involved, time factor involved, technology feasibility factor involved. Can I use? You cannot just take a TikTok out, bring in YouTube shorts. You can't just like that replace it. There could be some new technology, new concepts, new licensing. Lot parameters are there. This who has to do? There comes a project manager, his team members, sponsors, governance team, the steering committee, legal department, procurement department, everyone will participate. But that all comes under the umbrella called process of change control. So PMI in exam hall, they're looking at you, how you will handle this situation. What should the project manager do? The manager should look into the plans, what you have done, and take into consideration of change control process. When I say use a change control process, a process means a set of steps to be done. That's what process, right?
Yes.
If somebody say that, hey, I want to get a new Aadhaar card in India, hey, that's a big process, man. They use a dialogue like that. Why they use a dialogue? When I say big process, in a process, you will have set of steps to do. But what you say in answer B is one of the step, but they will not come and review your changes. They will give advice whether you can use YouTube Shorts or not. That's what they will do.
Okay.
Got it?
Got it. And then one more question is there.
Mm-hmm.
Number 10. Okay, here the project manager is asking to manage a project that will allow company to comply with a new upcoming regulation. Just after project kickoff, the scope is modified to have the project team now work on specific tasks, while a global team will manage the program for several countries in parallel. The project management plan has not yet been shared, and the deadline to complete the project is fixed. So what should the project manager do to handle the scope and changes? So here I understood that the change in scope has already happened, and there is a new task given to the project team. And then I selected the answer that review the OPA from similar situation and approaches that were implemented. And the correct answer was define an initial backlog and start working on clearest tasks, then incrementally refine the scope. So reading the answer, it seems that the scope was not clear, and hence this option was selected. But I was not able to make out that while reading the question that the scope is not clear, and hence we need to take this approach of incrementally defining it.
Okay, the paragraph says some information in the project, but what does ask in the question?
What should the project manager do to handle the scope and the changes? That means with the scope, and because of the changes scope, what the changes which will happen.
Scope and related to changes, how this person has to handle it. Now, before you go a little deep inside, can you see your answer C will help there?
Actually, I tried reading all 4 options, and then
very good.
I thought maybe in deciding the approach, what to do, maybe our previous processes or some guidelines, some lesson learned which is there from previous project can give us some guidance in handling such kind of situation. That's how I interpret it.
But what is ask? Ask is action.
Yeah,
what should management do? Handle the scope and change. They're asking action, but answer C look like a recommendation, right? Review the organizational process from similar action situations and approach that were implemented. They're asking what to do in this scope change. A scope change is going to come. However, yes, it's good to review the old data, nothing wrong in it, but that alone will solve the problem. Okay, now let's go to the question. The project manager is asked to manage a project that will allow the company to comply with the new upcoming regulations. Very good. Just after project kickoff, the scope is modified to have the project team now work on a specific task, while a global team will manage a program for several countries in parallel. So some changes are happening, not all, some changes. Okay. The project management plan has not yet been shared, and the deadline to complete the project is fixed. Now, the moment they say something, time is fixed, whereas the work should be complete, are you seeing something called agile model is getting applied there a little bit? Have you seen this inverted triangle where we have time and money will be finalized, fixed? Within that, some scopes will be achieved. Have you remember that points?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
May I understand you're working in agile already?
No, I'm not working.
Okay. If not in agile, we saw that inverted triangle where we finalize the time.
Yes.
It, right?
In data book, it was there. In our class also, we covered it. Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So now, then what should the project manager do to handle the scope and change? When I say handle the situation, if they ask what can help him, I would say, yeah, maybe OPA can help. But they're asking you, how do you handle it? Which means what you're going to do. If none of the answer in this list helps it, I will stop there. But I think this one is helping. Define an initial backlog and start working on the clearest task. Then incrementally refine the scope. When I say incrementally refine, that is the place you accept the changes in the requirement coming in. Right? But however, I will not say C is wrong. C could help you review the organization from similar situations and approaches that were implemented. Fantastically help you. But I have something to do which is in the D. More than C being a subset, I would say D could be better answer to say.
Okay.
Yeah, it helps, right? It straight away gives an answer what to do.
Yes.
But
yes,
you are
direct-
worried. You're worried why there is no change explained in the question. And is it so?
Yeah, I kept on thinking while reviewing that the scope need to be refined incrementally. That clue from where I should have got it. The question.
It says, just after the kickoff, project has been started. After project got started, the scope has been changed, modified. Okay.
Yes.
But the
Yes.
time is finalized and they're expecting you to do something, which means the whole vision of the project does not change. The scope, how you do the work and what is expected has been changed. The vision is same. Vision is same, time is same, but some parameter got changed. So if that's the case, I have a clarity of what is the vision. For this vision, I will start with the work what I have right now in my hand, and further changes I'll accept incrementally. I know it's a big concept they given in one question. That's the way this answer goes.
Yeah, and maybe this also, as you pointed, to complete the timeline for completing the project is fixed. So I did not think that way, that it's something, that inverted triangle concept that did not come in.
Could be. Yeah, I know. With the exam, within 1 minute, you cannot think all the parameters. It's a little tough. Now we are discussing relaxed mode. We do that. But when in an exam, your brain could not process. But again, this all helps us. Next time when you see, you'll be a little careful.
Yes. Okay,
Perfect.
that's all from my side. Thank you.
All right, that's good. Thanks for sharing, Molly. Okay, that's a good day. Today we are getting for a new class. We have a bunch of new people coming in. And next weekend, when I have a Q&A, you will see many new faces coming in. Hey, I have this question. There you will become a master. You will start helping people. Come on, guys. We have crossed already. Okay, so first, thanks a lot for the people who participated today. And keep up that momentum. And we discussed some parameters, what to do for the exams. Please keep that. And people going for the exams, I have mentioned you what you have to do. Please follow that and stay in touch with me or Rahul so we can at least give you guidance towards the exam. And I have few people cleared the exam the last week. So congratulations to all the people who cleared the exam. I too heard that there are some math questions coming, not one question, more than one coming. When I say more than one, not too much of formula. PERT is coming. And I saw a velocity related question coming in. So, yep. Be prepared with some math questions also. All right. Thanks all for being here. Have a great Sunday. Catch you on next Sunday. And have a safe life. See you soon. Bye-bye.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.